and welcome to my channel. This is going to be my Summerween reading vlog and I'm super excited. I am going to start it a day early. It is the 4th of July today and I don't have any plans and I have the house to myself, so I just figured I would start vlogging and start reading. And I actually started my first read for the readathon a couple days ago. I am reading Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. I'm loving it. I'm on page 255. So I only have, I think, about 100 pages left of this, and I'm really liking it. I'm honestly really excited about this readathon because I have not been reading thrillers this year really at all. I think I've maybe read 2 or 3 all year, and I used to really enjoy them. So I picked a lot of books that I want to read. We'll see how many I can get to. I did film a TBR video that is already on my channel, but just a quick rundown. Middle of the Night, Local Woman Missing, The Housemaid, The Coworker, and then Comfort Me with Apples. It's a novella, and You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight is a shorter book as well. I don't have them physically though, but those are the 6 books I would like to get through in a week. This is my 3rd year doing this readathon. If you don't know, it's put on by Gabbi Reads here on YouTube, and it's really fun. In the past, I've just done it on Instagram. Their Instagram handle is This Is Summerween, because I didn't have a YouTube channel, but I do now. So I am gonna do a full Summerween vlog and try to follow the prompts and everything. So stay tuned if you wanna follow along. I just set up this little photo moment to take a picture of my Summerween TBR for my Instagram. Okay, if you've read Riley Sager books before, you're gonna kind of know what I'm talking about. I just got to a point in the book where now I don't know where the story is going. Riley Sager does this thing where it's kind of either paranormal or it's not, and you don't really know until like the end of the book. And I'm on page 268 and there was just like a plot twist, and it makes me think it's gonna be one way, but I don't know if it's actually gonna end up being that in the end, if that makes sense. So now I'm just like, what is gonna happen? I'm on page 298 now and chapter 28, and there was just another huge plot twist that I did not see coming. Reading thrillers just isn't great for a vlog because I can't really tell you what's happening because I don't want to spoil the book. So my updates are just like my reaction but not what's going on, but that's okay. I have like 70 pages left in this book. If the ending doesn't suck, this will be my favorite Riley Sager book by far. I've read most of them, but we'll see if I like the ending. I just finished Middle of the Night by Riley Sager, and it is my favorite Riley Sager by far. I feel like any book he writes, people give him crap and will say it's not good or whatever. This was good. I'm giving this a 5-star. Yep, 5 stars. I was tearing up at the end. It's a thriller, and I was tearing up at the end because I cared. That is what makes thrillers really hard for me to get into, is because I don't care about the characters, because a lot of the time when you're reading a thriller, the characters are unlikable because they're supposed to be. It's not a romance. You're not supposed to like feel for these people. It's just supposed to be thrilling. But this story with the missing 10-year-old and the 40-year-old man coming back to town to try to figure out what happened to his 10-year-old buddy back in the day, and also the small town vibes were great. I live in a small town. I have my whole life, and just like knowing your neighbors and all that, it added a lot to the story for me. I loved this. If you like thrillers if you've read some Riley Sager books and you didn't love them, try this one because this is my favorite by far. Like, leaps and bounds, my favorite Riley Sager. I'm so happy that I read this, especially first for this readathon, because now I'm like in the thriller mood. I loved this. I'm gonna make some dinner and then I don't know if I want to watch a movie or what the vibe is, because my goal was to finish that book and I did it and it's not even 6 p.m. so we'll see.
Welcome to Bacon Donuts. How can I help you?
Hi, I have a mobile order for Jesse. Thank you so much.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too. Okay, so I just went through and got the new s'mores cold brew from Dunkin'. I get Dunkin' about once a year when there's like a seasonal drink I want to try. I'm not a big Dunkin' girl. I don't like it really, but I did get some food too. So I got the bacon wake up wrap and some hash browns I'm gonna share with Kev. What are those? Wow. That's pretty good. Okay. Happy Friday. It's the first official day of Summerween, but it's the day after the 4th of July and I am working. I'm working from home today. It's really slow, which I don't hate. I'm gonna take my lunch break right now and I'm gonna start listening to You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight on audio while I clean up the house a little bit. Being home all day yesterday, just reading and hanging out, I kind of made a little bit of a mess. So I just want to clean up the house and it gives me a good reason to start my audiobook. So hopefully it's not too spooky because I am home alone again today. I'm almost 40% of the way through You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight, and I had no idea what it was about going into it. This book takes place at like a live action haunted house, but like on steroids kind of situation. Like you go there and they can touch you and like restrain you. They can't hurt you, but it's like hands-on terror kind of thing. The main character is the final girl in that situation. That's the character that she plays and she loves it. So it's about the staff at this live action haunted attraction, and 40% of the way in they're closing it down, so I'm assuming now the spooky things are gonna start happening. So I'm kind of excited to see where it goes. I'm now 73% of the way through You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight, and I did get it up on my Kindle to follow along with the audiobook because a lot started happening. And honestly, this took a turn that I was not expecting. I thought this would be like slasher vibes, but it's not. There's a different vibe. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it definitely took a turn that I did not expect. I'm liking it. Happy Saturday. I'm just gonna do a really quick update. We've been painting all day downstairs, so I just took a shower and we're gonna watch some WWE wrestling. But this morning I did start The Housemaid by Freida McFadden. I'm only 3 chapters in, but liking it so far. And then while I was painting, I did listen to over half of Comfort Me with Apples, and it's just kind of like a weird, I don't know what's really going on audiobook, but it's entertaining. I should be able to finish that up. Maybe today, if not tomorrow. But yeah, I didn't get a ton of reading done. We've been painting, you know, being productive and everything, but I will probably read a little bit more tonight, and I'll let you know. Happy Sunday, and I think this is gonna be the last day in this Summerween vlog. I think I'm gonna have to split it up into two. I don't have that much storage on my phone, so I think I'm gonna split it into two, which is fine. But just a reading update. I did start and finish Comfort of Apples yesterday. It is a novella. It was like a 2-hour audiobook, and it was really kind of like confusing and creepy, and then at the end it all kind of made sense. It's kind of a retelling, but you don't know until the end, and I'm not gonna say what it's a retelling of because that would be a spoiler, because I don't think you're supposed to know until the end. So if you want a creepy little kind of confusing, interesting audiobook, check it out. It's pretty good. And then I did get to 21% of the way through Housemaid last night. I'm really liking that most of the chapters are short, so it kind of pushes me to read more, because I'm just like, one more chapter. And then I ended up being on chapter like 13 last night. It's definitely like a Frida McFadden book. I've read a few of her books now. The main character is a live-in housekeeper nanny for this rich family, and the mom in this family is nuts. And the main character lives like up in the attic, and like the lock is on the outside of the door, and there's just so many things that you know it's gonna get crazy at the end. But yeah, right now it's just like the mom being crazy. Like the kid doesn't like her, and the dad seems fine, but you know something's gonna happen with the dad. Shit's gonna hit the fan at some point. We all know that. So it's a fun thriller though, so I'm gonna read more of that today.